It's a tough question. Look, I think this job in general, investing is a very tough job. And I think, to be successful at this job over a long period of time, you have to have a process, I guess, but you also need to be able to evolve and adapt as the times have changed, right? So I think, you see a lot of these funds that are shutting down. I think a lot of it has been because they just haven't been able to evolve and adapt. Like, what were good businesses like 8 years ago are not good businesses anymore. And like, it's hard, like, it's hard to change, your mind, because, these good businesses, like, which were traditionally good businesses, they'll get cheaper and cheaper. And you're like, well, like, what is this? Should we be doubling down more? Should we not be? Like, in this world of low interest rates where disruption is everywhere, like, you know, great businesses are being disrupted left, right, and center, and you have to be nimble and able to evolve and adapt. I think that's one reason. I think the other reason is probably the changing of how the product is distributed, and with the rise of kind of passive vehicles and ETFs and all that stuff, and that starts in the most liquid asset, right? And then it works its way towards probably more illiquid assets over time. So, I think public markets public markets is the most like liquid asset class, right, for active management. So, as a result of that, like having a zero fee competitor that anyone can buy at any point in time, puts just a lot more pressure on the industry. So, and I think there was probably a lot of overcapacity, and I think that will kind of, I don't think active is dead. I mean, obviously you're going to need some sort of price discovery. So, but whether that, that it settles at 50-50 or, 80-20, 80 passives, or, 60-40, 60 active, like, I won't pretend to know where that lands. But I would say that, I do think that, like, say, that this trend is going to happen in all asset classes essentially. And, so, I think the public markets was sort of the first one where it's happening, but, I think it'll happen all across the board. And it'll just, you just have to be smarter about it and thoughtful, and to survive that kind of storm. But, people will need to, there's a balancing effect, like, so, but
No, I think that's